is one. It's a very rare film that he has made, and we are very lucky to have the director here. He has participated here twice before, and both the times he has won the Best Film Award. And all the best for this evening also. So, if you can speak a little bit about the film, I remember that one line it really hit us. Which was the birds have left and the insects have left. Now it's time for humans to move. Yeah, so you can talk about it.
Thank you. Thank you to be here. That film is, I don't know if you know some about Guatemala, but it's a very, very small country. And
Could you please have some silence, please? Please. আলোচনাগুলো এখানে করবেন না, please respect the filmmaker. We have very little time for him to finish. Thank you.
so I was telling that in Guatemala, that is a very, very small country. We have almost 300 volcanoes, 33 of them are conics and very, very impressive, and a lot of them are in activity. So there is a lot of parts of the land that people cannot live because it's not made for that. But indigenous people in Guatemala, who are the majority, the 70% of the people in my country are Mayan indigenous, and they don't have any power, and they are always kind of oppressed by the other 30% of mixed people who have all the economical power. And
এই যে এটা গড়িয়াহাটের বোর্ড নয়, কথা বলবেন না।
thank you. So right now we have people living on the volcanoes because the government pushed them to live there, and they are moving there from the history. You know, at the beginning they moved the indigenous people because they were in very fertile lands. After that they moved them because they put them in lands where we have water. After that they discovered that the third time they put them in lands where they have mineral. And after that we have a civil war, definition genocide, and indigenous people have to move to Mexico. In 1996, we signed peace in Guatemala, and indigenous people come back, and they want to have their land back, but the government just put them on the volcanoes, and with each time when a volcano makes an eruption, these people are killed. And as a language is very important because we start saying that they are killed by phenomenals, natural phenomenals, and the reality is that they are killed because disaster, social disaster, because the phenomenal, natural phenomenals doesn't have any things to do.
So, you show corporate greed, you show political greed, and you show a group of people who are, who respect nature and who are trying to survive. And there are this general people who don't know what to believe because they are fooled time and again by political. It's a story all over the world. But I have one question. The volcano eruption, was it real or was it computer generated?
It was real, but we used these very three volcanoes to create one. So we had in my company, had a production company in Guatemala, and we spent almost 15 years shooting volcanoes, and we have a very big base of images from the volcanoes, and thanks to that we could create a over volcano thing as well.
So how long did it take for you to make the film?
First of all, you have to understand that Guatemala doesn't have a film industry. So normally per media we made 3 films per year, 2 or 3 films per year. So when we started making films in Guatemala, we discovered that we didn't have enough of people to make a film. So we had to build a school to teach that, to teach our people to make a film. But we discovered that people doesn't have money to pay the school, so we had to create a foundation to scholarship them, to make them part of our project. And it took us 15 years in total, making films having the half of the crew coming from other countries and teaching people from the country to make film. And 15 years late, so with Montano Fire, we could create a film with 100% Guatemalan people. So we are very proud of that. But in reality, this film, we made the film in 2 years. Yeah.
So I can understand the volcanoes were here, but the sequence is when the lava is coming, swallowing up people. Was that also real or was it computer generated?
There's both. 20% we created by computer, and the 80% we had images coming from the last eruption that was so big like that in 2017. The Montano fire, that is the name of the volcano, Volcán de Fuego, made an eruption and destroyed 4 communities during the eruption.
So I would like to open up for questions. Does anyone have any questions? Yeah, please.
Just told that you take all the pictures throughout the 15 years, correct? The
Volcanoes.
Yes, yes.
We shoot volcanoes.
Yes, yes. The thinking in your mind of the film is before 15 years or after shooting volcanoes, then you think about the film?
No, in reality, we were working on different documentaries of volcanoes, and when the idea to make that film came to us, we were a little bit sure that we could create a new volcano because we had all that material in our back.
So basically, I have seen the film. So filmmaking is basically based on visualization. How you visualize the scenes, how you put one scene after to make it effective. So there is one scene when the lava is flowing down on one side, and the next scene we are seeing there is a church where the red lit crosses, the people are hugging and they are waiting for God to help them. So at one side the environment is like drowning people in its grasp, and other side people are burning themselves in their blind faith. So these two drawing contradictions, madam, how did you come up with this visualization?
Well, I think the most difficult thing was that, to create a film, because we are very influenced by the Western storytelling. But in reality, our people doesn't have that as Aristotelic storytelling in their mind. So I wanted to be a little bit more respectful about a story talking as Mayan people tell stories. And that means our goal is always a community goal. We are all the time telling stories about how happened with our community. And so the idea was to start with 2 lead characters, telling the story about these 2 characters, and after that going more and more big and giving the talk to the community.
Anyone else? I was too overwhelmed with your film. Wasn't it an overwhelming film? Yeah. So, those of you who haven't watched it, try to watch it somewhere. Can they watch it on OTT or on any platform? Netflix or movie or?
Not yet. We just started our festival tours. The film was world premiere in Mar del Plata in Argentina, and after that in Asia here, and we will continue doing our European tour, and after that, we're trying to be in a platform.
It ought to be seen. People must see the film. It's such an important document, actually. Very important document. So, if there are no more questions, then we can do what else? Yeah.
So, in what way do you think your film also has a kind of open end in the like in the climax scene of the thing where the corporate people are saying that they turn the course, turn the course of the river when they are taking the land Amsterdam. So it's kind of open end because it's like a mood for the people have to displace from that land again also quite some time after. So how do you think this keeping an open end to a film provokes the overall making of the film or the overall ideation of the film?
You know, the film is based on real facts. That every situation that we put on the film, the church, the government, the reality of the communities is based on a real thing. So I don't think that films have to be political each time, but I think that if we can do something to create a deeper conversation or be in a more frontal mirror to society can be nice. And I think the film in my country will take, you know, it's very complicated when you don't have a real movie history in a country. So people are taking it very personal and people are putting on labels on you all the time. So for Guatemalan people, we are communists. And because in Guatemala, communist doesn't mean communist as an ideology. In Guatemala, communist means you are defending human rights, so you are a communist. And because the opposite is being capitalist, liberal. And so I'm sure that the film will be taken as a communist after.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So we are. Oh, someone
Yeah,
asked.
Mayor.
Oh, sorry.
You just told that film is always not been political, but this film also told about against the government. So this is political also.
I think I was saying that film don't have to be, but it's the kind of movie that we are doing maybe are political for sure. And we are looking for create a kind of a conversation about our political reality.
Okay, so we end for the day, and oh, is there another one? Oh, please. Please tell me after everyone is done.
So what is your personal view on the take that people are marking up other group of people as refugees, those are migrants? Because in your film also you have seen these people, they have lost their land before due to a war. Then through crowdfunding they are getting Amsterdam, which might they have to leave afterwards because the river thing. So what is your personal take on that people? People are labeling others as refugees.
You know, in 2017, when the real eruption happens, some people start living in the schools, in the community nearest to the catastrophe. Other people create some foundation and start helping them to give them temporary houses. But that kind of help coming from the charity never stays long and is not a solution. And after that, all the people just have to go with their relatives and ask for a place for a moment. And we never had a real solution for them. So, and it's very weird because every time that happens to indigenous people because the real problem behind is discrimination. And white people or mixed people, they all the time, the government all the time give them solutions. But because our people continue thinking that indigenous are inferior, that kind of problematics continue to be part of our day.
How much do you think that portraying these problems through your films can really provide a solution for the society?
I don't know if that's
Using cinema as a tool.
I don't know if movies provide a solution, but we are trying to put a light on people that doesn't have any light. You know that our country is putting them shadow, so we are trying to give them a voice.
Okay, so now we have to end because the next press conference is with the jury. Thank you very much and all the very best for
Thank
the
you.
evening.
Thank you.